Dry and others feel the
All right, so it's Valentine's Day, and if you know like I know, you know this one counts. You got to get it right, and if you're thinking a little chocolate, maybe a glass of wine, we got you covered because you want to make sure you have the right wine with the right chocolate. We have executive chef from Bush's Market, Rebecca Waldron, and she is going to lend us her expertise to help us get this one right, ladies and gentlemen, depending on who is making the plans. So what do we need to keep in mind?
Well, anytime that you are pairing chocolate and wine, you have to keep in mind that you've got two very strong flavors happening, right? So when you hear about wine being tannic, you know, it has that really kind of strong tannic. Well, chocolate also has tannins in it.
Okay.
And so if you have a tannic wine and you're pairing it with chocolate, then the wine can end up tasting bitter because the tannins are competing with each other.
Almost like drinking orange juice after you brush your teeth.
Yes, yeah, well, maybe not quite
Yeah,
that bad.
not that bad, but you want it
Yeah.
to be a palatable experience,
Exactly.
an enjoyable experience.
Exactly. You want to be able to enjoy that. So you want to pick wines that are going to complement those tannins that are in the chocolate so you can enjoy both. So when we're dealing with both strawberries and chocolate, you
got another variable.
Yes, you have another variable because strawberries are juicy, they're delicious, they're fruity. And so if you just had strawberries, you would pair it differently. But if you have strawberries and chocolate, then you have to keep in mind you've got two different flavors going on. So what we have here are a few different options. If you want to go on the lighter side, if you want to go on with something that's a little bit lighter, if you're more of a white wine drinker, we've got these beautiful sparklings here. Now, a sweeter sparkling wine will complement it. Even if you're not a sweet wine person, the complementary flavors.
It's the pairing that we're really talking about.
Exactly. It's the pairing. And, you know, maybe you're not going to just open this bottle to drink on a regular basis, but it's something that really pairs well with what we have here. And so there is the Rosa Regale, and then we've got another sweeter rosé. We also have a couple drier ones too. So if you don't care for a wine that is overly sweet, you don't care for that sweeter side of the rosé, then we do have a couple that are not so sweet. And of course, the aptly named M. Mauby wine here. So I don't know if you've seen this one, but
yeah,
aptly named for Valentine's Day.
Sex.
I didn't say it. Just FYI.
Just in case they couldn't see it.
And then we also have a Riesling here. So that's the lighter side. Then once you get into the darker side, we have stuff that's different.
But does it matter which chocolate? Because of course you have some dark chocolate people, then you have this milk chocolate.
Correct.
So will any of these go with either or though?
They are somewhat interchangeable, but I would stick to the lighter side if you're going with a milk chocolate or a white chocolate.
Okay.
If you're getting into dark chocolate or bittersweet chocolate, which is my favorite, then you want to go down to the darker end here, the more deeper flavors. And so I've got a couple of ports here. Now a port is actually, it's a fortified wine, so it is sweeter. However, it also is
a little stronger.
Oh, it's strong and it pairs well with things like blue cheese.
Okay.
And so strong flavors. So there's where that bittersweet chocolate comes in. So a port would be a great pairing for anything that has chocolate in it. So these are both delicious. One is a vintage port, which makes just a little bit more special, just a little bit better.
So we got a lot of information here. Will you guys help us make the right decision? Because you got a person that may come in, they know they like the red wines, the drier wines, and then they figure, well, I'm just going to grab some chocolate-covered strawberries, and then that's not going to go together. So you'll help us make the right decision.
Absolutely. Our beverage specialists are on hand. It's a Valentine's Day emergency today, of course, so everybody is waiting for those last-minute folks to come running through and get their wine and chocolate and flowers.
All right, so Keenan, here's a question for you. Do you have all your Valentine's Day plans picked out and arranged?